traveling to a different country, especially to do yoga and be in an intentional community, is always going to be worth it. Always. The value that we get from having time and space to work on ourselves and within ourselves and away from the craziness of the regular life that we live in is always worth whatever cost that it takes to do that work.
I just felt happy for being here. It was the right decision. It just felt right. I loved it here. I loved the people. I loved everything. I loved the location. It was just, everything was perfect. And so this made me happy.
It was at the end of the first day that I realized this trip was well worth beyond my time investment, financial investment, energy investment. Just in the environment that we're in here at the Mystical Yoga Farm in Guatemala, the quality of the yoga practice, the quality of the meditation, the quality of the knowledge I was gaining, after day one, I was like, totally worth it.
I don't think I've ever been more intentional in my life before. Being in a space where everybody's looking to be more open, shift something, it allowed me to settle down, stop having all of the thoughts, all of the anxiety, things that, usually come up in my normal life. It allowed me to settle down and choose to do things in an intentional way, choose to say things to people in an intentional way, choose to listen to people in a present moment experience. And I got to do some pretty cool things meanwhile, like hiking up a volcano and swimming across a lake, because I settled down and stopped wasting excess energy on worrying and chose to be present and intentional.
In our day-to-day lives, we become so consumed by all of the things that we have to do, all the things on our plate. Having an opportunity to come back to zero, just come back to a place of mental balance, means that going back into that life, one can do so with a full tank of gas and enthusiasm, clarity, and to let go of all of the mental baggage that I came here with. From day one, everyone that was here came to connect with the purpose of mutual love. Love and connection to nature, to each other, a shared human experience. That's what we came here for. That's what I came here for. And to have the opportunity to experience that love, I knew from day one that this was exactly what I needed.
That would have been on the way in, when I met up with a number of people that were also coming to the experience and the trip, and that was all the way in Guatemala City. And then we were able to stay at a hostel together for a night and then travel to Santiago and then the boat ride over. It was really the connections I made even prior to the actual yoga retreat experience. And then when I arrived at the Mystical Yoga Farm, I was like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
As soon as the boat pulled up to the Mystical Yoga Farm, I had no doubt in my mind that this trip was worth more than what I had even paid for.
I would say when the boat pulled up to the dock at the Mystical Yoga Farm, the beauty of the nature alone was worth the cost for me. The people that were in the boat with me that I was about to go on this journey with, the group that Courtney cultivated to do this work together was worth the cost to me. I mean, that was the first time that I I said, hell yeah.
I'll tell you that, like, just going outside of my comfort zone on so many levels. Number one, taking my first international trip. Courtney invited me to this, and it was a step outside of my comfort zone, which is where I find that we grow the most. So anybody that's thinking about coming to the next retreat, I just say, go within, and if you get a little bit of a nudge to go, and even if a little bit of a nudge to go, and maybe you're a little bit afraid, just ask yourself, what are you afraid of? And maybe you just need to make a few phone calls to get past that fear, and just give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to live more. Give yourself a chance to really embrace new adventure, and that you're safe and you're supported. I know that I have been, and it's the things in life, at the end of our lifetime, that we don't really regret the things that we did. We regret the things we didn't do. So I just encourage you to do more of the things that you're curious about doing.
There is a lot of support, and not knowing anyone before I came on the trip, I wasn't sure of that, because how could I be sure if I didn't know them? But I had an inner trust, so I'd say that go with that inner trust that gets you through those kind of dark periods. But as soon as I arrived and settled and connected with everybody, like literally just sat down at the breakfast table, all those worries go away. So I would say trust.
The one word I would say to my past self is trust. Trust. Because everything happens for a reason. And I feel like coming here has just... I had so many unknowns a couple months ago. And the trust was what... If somebody told me, just trust, that's what I would do.
It was really the whole journey, though. It was everything combined. The yoga, the meditation, the cacao ceremony, like just everything. The connections I've made, just the whole, I couldn't pick just one part of it. It was the whole package that really was life-changing.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime type of experience. And to have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is not something that should be passed by. Spending time with Courtney in particular, she's an incredible teacher, and she enlightened me into many aspects of life, and thinking with clarity, and thinking with just being able to come back into balance. She taught me many things that I was blown away and overwhelmed by the extent of her knowledge. Everything about this is a once-in-a-lifetime sort of experience, and that is not something that should be taken for granted.
And I'm connected again with some dreams I have, or with some things I wanted to do, and I'm willing to do it, to put my ideas and my dreams in motion.
This has been a mind-blowingly amazing experience, and like everything falls into place. Like, you won't be disappointed. Everything is perfect, and it flows naturally, and nothing should hold you back from making the decision.
Listen, this is going to improve your quality of connection with yourself, your quality of connection with God, and your quality of connection with the universe and those around you. And that's how I'm feeling now after this retreat.